just caught a dub with some thugs, rock Balenci. I just caught a dub with some thugs, rock Balenci.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about rappers that sell out shows versus rappers that can't sell tickets. I feel like in the last few years, streams have been like manipulated a lot. As in, you might see a rapper with 1.4 million views, but the engagement on the video is nowhere to be seen, to the point where you're like, where did he actually get these views? So I feel like a lot of rappers been buying views, manipulating views. But then again, I don't blame the rappers, because it's mostly the labels who really be pushing this to make them seem like they're getting more views than they really are, to give them a better reputation. But I feel like a good benchmark to see where you are as a rapper is how many shows are you doing? Are you selling them out? What are the capacities compared to your views? Because if you're getting consistently every video 1.5 million views to 2 million views, and you can't sell out at least a 1 to 2k venue, then what's the point of having them views? Okay, cool, they'll pay you, but at the same time, you're putting so much money into ads, etc., into paying for them views, to the point where you're not really making that much money. Now let's get into the first rapper that sells out basically every show I see him put up, and that's Playboi Carti. Playboi Carti, anytime I see him have a show anywhere, them bitches sell out, and he's selling out fucking arenas at this point. So Carti's got such a fan base to the point where anything he does, he's got his own pictures getting leaked. Fuck songs. Fuck the songs getting leaked. He's got his pictures of himself getting leaked. That's how obsessed people are of him. They're trying to find new pictures of him. So when you've got a fan base like that, I expect you to be selling out at fucking arenas at this point. But at the same time, he is probably one of the best performers on the planet, on par with Travis Scott. So the people that are going to his shows are getting their money's worth when it comes to the actual performances. Like any Carti performance I've seen, he turns the fuck up every time. The production's crazy. So I get why he sells out the arenas, just because of how he performs and how lit he gets the crowd. But at the same time, his fans are obsessed with him to the point where they'll probably do anything he says. Now we've spoken about someone selling out arenas and selling out shows, let's talk about someone who is struggling to sell tickets, and that's Dababy. Dababy was so up at one point where I thought he cannot fall off. Like, to be fair, he has made it. I'm not gonna say he hasn't made it. He's definitely made it. He's rich to the point where he probably doesn't need to drop a fucking song again. And to be fair, people that have been trolling him recently, he posted something with a Urus, 2 Maybachs. Like, you can't really hate on his success, but you can hate on the trash music he drops. And at the end of the day, if your music is trash, people ain't gonna want to see you perform. But I was kind of surprised with him when he's selling 500. I think it was 500 tickets. And the venue was like 5,000 or something. No, 14,000. So 14,000 capacity is only selling 500 tickets. And he's actually a decent performer. Like, I've seen him perform when he first came out. He was actually a very good performer in my opinion. But fucking hell, him getting cancelled has just completely changed the script, to the point where he can't even sell 500 tickets. But I still think he can sell up to 1,000, 2,000 tickets, because at the end of the day, it is a promoter issue as well. It can be a problem with the promoter not doing his job properly and getting the right venue. I don't think Dababy's capable of selling a 5k venue, let alone a 14k. So whoever the promoter is stupid as fuck. But yeah, that's one rapper who's been struggling to sell tickets and struggling to sell out shows. But at the end of the day, Dababy's still probably gonna get millions of views, millions of fucking dollars in deals. So we can hate on the music, but you can't hate on his success. Moving on to another rapper who's been selling out shows is Ken Carson. And I was kind of surprised to see him selling out, I think it's like 2k, 3k capacity, which is more than Dababy can sell out. And it just shows that a cult fan base or a solid fan base is better than having millions of streams. I'd rather have 200,000, 300,000 streams in every video with organically than rather boost my views with ads, etc., getting millions of views but only like 50 comments. So I can see why Ken Carson is selling out shows, and it's also with the Playboi Carti, the OPM co-sign, and that's obviously Carti's artist. But at the same time, he's dropping good music, and he's I've seen him he's on and off. Like, he performs well, sometimes he doesn't perform well. I think it's just the fans that really turn up for him every single show. And it just shows you don't need hella streams to be doing shows. When I say hella streams, I mean millions of streams compared to like Dababy, who probably gets like 5 mil, 6 mil on music videos, etc., compared to Ken Carson's 1 mil to 500k. And it all comes up to your fan base, is how you built your fan base, how you treat your fan base, and how you move around. Like, I think Ken Carson's a perfect example of doing everything right in a marketing aspect. Like, everyone's becoming more and more obsessed with Ken Carson, similar to Carti, to be fair. So Carti's probably just given Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely the secret formula to making people fucking obsessed with you.
Rapper who couldn't sell tickets, it's only right we go to an underground rapper to compare to Ken Carson, who's, I think, is a semi-underground rapper now. I think he's moving to mainstream. But that's Autumn. Autumn only sold 85 tickets. And at the time, he was similar to Ken Carson. He was probably more buzzing than Ken Carson. And he only sold 85 tickets. And the worst thing is he put it on his story and he cancelled the show saying, oh, I only sold out 85 tickets. I heard Bobalam talk about it. I would have never ever put that out. I would have just cancelled the show, made some shit up and said, oh, like, I can't attend or something. For publicity wise, that's the worst thing he's ever done, because since then, I wouldn't say he fell off, but his numbers definitely did go down. Like, the respect for him there kind of went down from his fans. And also Yeet beefing him, Can beefing him has also not made him, that didn't make him fall off, but it's kind of put some beef between fans in a way that they don't, Yeet fans ain't gonna fucking listen to Autumn, or Can fans ain't gonna listen to Autumn. And that's probably what led to him not being able to sell 85 tickets. And I don't know what the venue was. Maybe it was like 500. I think for Autumn maybe 800. Like, I don't know, but 85 tickets is crazy for a rapper that big. So I think Autumn selling 85 tickets, I don't think it was a one-off thing. I think for Autumn selling 85 tickets, probably the same with Dababy. Like, it probably won't happen again, and it could be some fault on the promoter, but at the same time, he could have posted it, he could have posted the show, and he probably could have done more to sell out the show. That's all I got today. Let me know in the comments what you think of rappers not being able to sell out their shows, and let me know what you guys want to see me talking about, because I'm bored doing fucking compilations. So I'm just gonna start talking about shit on my mind about rap. So let me know in the comments what you want to see, and peace.